Hello and welcome to another new episode of Talking About Stoicism, where we are going over the meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I thought I didn't feel like setting up my camera today, so I'm using my tablet, which I think has a good enough camera if I'm not showing pens, although see, it doesn't come up. But we don't have to focus on anything up close today anyway, so I thought for just my face and talking, this would be fine. God, I have a lot of pause. Anyway, let's continue. We had ended up in Book 6. And I want to actually talk about 3 sections, 3 in a row, 36, 37, 38, because I think they all go very well together. Asia, Europe are mere nooks of the universe. Every ocean is a drop in the universe. Mount Athos, a spadeful of earth in the universe. The whole of present time is a pinprick of eternity. All things are tiny, quickly changed, evanescent. All things come from that other world, taking their start from that universal governing reason, or in consequence of it. So even the lion's gaping jaws, poison, every kind of mischief are like thorns or bogs, consequential products of that which is noble and lovely. So do not think them alien what you worship, but reflect rather on the fountain of all things. 37. He who sees the present has seen all things, both all that has come to pass from everlasting and all that will be for eternity. All things are related and the same. You should meditate often, 38, on the connection of all things in the universe and their relationship to each other. In a way, all things are interwoven and therefore have a family feeling for each other. One thing follows another in due order through the tension of movement, the common spirit inspiring them, and the unity of all being. I thought that unity of all being was particularly relevant in the current day and age. So I think there are a number of things to talk about here. And I really like Marcus Aurelius's view on the universe. And when you think about it, I think he raises a very good point. The Earth is incredibly tiny. It is not the center of the universe. It is not the center of the galaxy we're in. It's not the center of our solar system. It's nothing, really. It's our planet, our home, and we have obligations towards our home. We have obligations towards the people on this planet, all people, unity. But we do have to realize that our position is not special. And a lot of people do that. They think that we are incredibly special. But if you think about how tiny our planet is, it is in no particularly special location in our giant universe, well, then maybe we're not that special either. So I was reminded when I read this, especially the part of he who sees the present has seen all things, both all that has come to pass from everlasting and all that will be for eternity. All things are related and the same. I had to think of the opening of Cosmos by Carl Sagan. The cosmos is all that is, or ever was, or ever will be. I think that's a very poetic statement. So the universe may be eternal, or maybe not. We haven't really figured that out, have we? But our lives sure are not. think of the billions of years that the universe has existed, and then think of the average lifespan of a human being. So our lives, relatively speaking, are really not that important, right? But on the other hand, Stoicism implies strongly that if you want to live a good life, you have to be a virtuous person. You have to make something out of your life, otherwise your life is wasted. And in the mind of a Stoic, that's a bad thing. So do not confound those two concepts. Do not think that because your lifespan is so short, you don't have to make anything of it. Because that's not what Stoicism is about. Just bear in mind that in the grand scheme of things, we don't matter that much. And I find that thought oddly comforting. In the end, we don't matter that much. We strive to do everything the best way we can do it, the most optimal way. We try to make the most out of our lives. But at the end, that is what we can do. And after the 60, 70, 80 years, we're gone. And it's over. And if you look at how long human beings have been around in our current human form, and you look at how old the universe is, we really have not amounted to much. We just haven't had time. But we use our time as well as we can. Now here's another thing that ties into this. The universe is an entity of immense complexity that is neither good nor evil. So the universe is not out to get you. But the flip side to that is the universe is also not obliged to give you all sorts of good things. And very often people reason along the lines of, well, I've done this and this and that. I've done this and this and that, and these were good things. So now good things should come my way. But that's not really how the universe works, because the universe does not care. The universe is not against us, but it's also not with us. It just is. All that is, or ever was, or ever will be. But that's it though. Now what I like about that idea, it'd be really nice if you would do really good things and then really good things happen to you. But I personally believe that those are just illusory correlations. You just did something nice and then something nice happens. So you think, that's because I did something nice. But all the other times something nice happened to you, you didn't really notice it. Or all the other times that you did something nice and nothing nice happened in return, you didn't notice that. That's an illusory correlation. It's not real. But the other way around is very comforting too. This is a little sad that if you don't do good things, or if you do good things, that no good things may happen to you. But the other way around, that also matters that the universe doesn't care, does it? It doesn't really care. So the universe, as I said before, is not out to get you, right? And sometimes I find it a good thing to think about that. when something bad happens to you, then you can think, because it's easier to think, this always happens to me, and I blah blah blah, I did well. Yeah, but it just happened. There isn't a higher power that says, you're being punished today, bad boy. It just happened. And that's it. It's just an ebb and flow of things in life and in the universe. And if you can accept that, I think your life becomes easier, because you realize the universe is not for you, but nor is it against you. It just is. And your duty is quite simply to just make the best out of your life. You make a serious effort to make the best out of your life. And then when you've done that, well, then that's it, isn't it? And then your life is over, and you've lived for a number of decades, and the universe has existed for billions of years. The human race is not forever. No species on Earth is. Species have died out before, and I doubt it that 1,000,000 years from now there will be humans. Even if there are, at some point our sun will basically extinguish, right? Explode. So even if there are humans at that hour, this is a few billion years away. But even if there are humans at that point, likely will be obliterated at that point, unless we've invented some sort of space travel that can take us very far away. The universe itself may not be forever, but you exist, and you can make a difference now. And I think that's what really matters, that you make a sincere attempt to do that. We are all connected, and we must use that. And that's it. I hope this was useful. I will gladly see you again next week for some more talk about Stoicism. Bye bye. Oh, do turn off.